We have this sort of slow burn process where our characters are trying to catch up with the apocalypse and understand what it is and what the ramifications are going to be. And it's really not until the finale that they, for the first time, have to contend with the fact that the world is actually over.
3rd Battalion, Bravo Detachment. First contact.
The first thing that they have to do to escape is to break into this safeguarded area.
She turned?
That don't use tools, man.
And all of the military's might has been brought to bear on keeping it a safe zone.
I don't want to have to shoot you, old man.
You should save your ammunition.
But what we come to realize, and the big surprise, is like the Pied Piper, Daniels let out these thousands and thousands of hordes of walkers.
Multiple effects in northwest corner!
What is family now? Be brutal. I was brutal.
It's the scariest moment that we have in the show. If we take some of these people with us, they're going to be liabilities that might make us lose other members of our family, and those types of Sophie's choices are just heartbreaking.
Travis, because he's so big-hearted and such a hero, really, he decides to start opening the cages for everybody.
Ready! There's no time!
In this moment, this is what we have to do. And I get on board immediately, and so does Ophelia, and we try to free everyone that's caged.
Where's my wife?
It's a strange irony for Salazar, because this is a man who has tortured people in his life. This is a man who has disappeared people in his life. And now it's almost though he's paying for his sins.
Sorry, Daniel.
At that moment, I don't think that Daniel was overly surprised not to find her. He is crushed.
And as they finally escape the military compound, they come into this large backlot where they see stacks of bodies and ash and belongings, and come to realize that if you churn, you burn.
The pain and the hurt doesn't hit until she literally sees the makeshift grave site of all the bodies that have been charred and dumped.
It's incredibly melancholic and disturbing, because we're driving through this, urban landscape that was so vibrant when the story began, and it's now devoid of life and it's dead.
There is no point in turning east. We have to go further west, and the only thing further west is the Pacific Ocean.
All of a sudden, we have someone else that we've gathered along the way, Victor Strand.
Nah, freeway's crapshoot on the best of days. I wouldn't risk it.
You want to go back?
You're funny.
Seems like a businessman of some sort, but he's taken Nick under his wing, and Nick seems to trust him.
Anyone hungry? Help yourself.
I love you, Christopher.
Then we realize that in all of the chaos and in getting away, that Liza was bit, and that she knows her fate. She has seen it firsthand. She's seen that there is no escaping it, that you can't cure it.
Liza, what's wrong?
I show her my bite. I ask her to take my life. She says that she's not capable of it. But in an earlier episode, she had asked me if she turned to be the one to do it, and I had agreed. So it's a really beautifully written reversal.
It doesn't matter how you die. You come back.
He trusts her to know that he has to do what she's asked him to do. And that's the toughest decision of his life. And for her, he does it. He pulls the trigger.
And all of a sudden, she's gone.
It was heartbreaking to have our first loss in the family, really, the tight unit.